Bucky's still alive, but he's tiny.
What?
Rad Toy Dad! Welcome to this RTD review. You're here today, and that makes you rad too. Today, we are reviewing Bucky from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is the Disney Plus series. This is the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure that builds Captain America's wings. We've already reviewed Captain America and Loki in this wave. Today, we're getting a closer look at the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
In the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show, we get a better understanding of who Bucky is, a little bit more of his backstory, how he is dealing with the fact that he was the Winter Soldier, and how he did a lot of bad things to a lot of good people in the past. So we follow his story as he tries to make up for that, and also him building a better friendship with Sam Wilson, who becomes Captain America. With that said, how about we head over to the close-up corner?
We should.
For a closer look at Bucky!
And we're back.
All right, welcome to the close-up corner, where we're getting a closer look at
Bucky.
the Winter Soldier from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure of the Disney Plus Build-A-Figure wave that builds Captain America's wings. Here's a closer look at all the figures in the wave. So far, we've reviewed Captain America and Loki. We still have a few more figures in the set to go before we can build those wings. We have a bit of a description on the back. Thrust back into the real world, Bucky is forced to figure out how to become James Barnes again, all while facing demons from his past. Again, that alludes to the fact that he's trying to come to terms with his past as a Winter Soldier so he could lead a new and improved life. You know, just doing better things, doing better deeds, and being the superhero we all know him to be. So here's a portrait of the Winter Soldier on the side. The other side, we have a Winter Soldier graphic on the top, nothing on the bottom. Another look at the packaging in the front. All right, I think we're ready to crack this thing open. Let's go. And here we have the Winter Soldier out of the packaging. He's looking pretty good with his new vibranium Wakandan arm and his new Winter Soldier suit, or his Bucky suit. Again, I don't really like calling him Winter Soldier because I feel like that's his bad name for when he had a bad past, and now that he's doing good, he's on the straight and narrow. Yeah, Bucky is what I like to call him, but I guess it's not as cool of a name like, you know, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Winter Soldier. It's a superhero name, makes sense. He comes with comes with two accessories, interchangeable hands. So he's got his interchangeable vibranium hand, looking pretty good. It's got good paint apps, like the gold striping detail there. Looks great. He's also got this kind of half-opened, or I should say, it's more like a gun-holding hand is what this is. So that looks good too. It also comes with the Build-A-Figure piece for Captain America's wings. The paint applications look pretty great on that as well. Can't wait to get the Build-A-Figure wings together. It's gonna be great. In the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we kind of have a feud between Sam Wilson and Bucky. They are friends, or I should say they're at least colleagues, because they're both, you know, in the Avengers, and so they do work together. They haven't been the best of friends. In Civil War, we see them kind of like, you know, have a little bit of back and forth. I think they're like in the car. Winter Soldier tells Sam to like move his seat up, and he tells him no, he doesn't want to. I don't know, and this always kind of sets the tone for like their little banter back and forth. My thing is that I think that Sam Wilson is Captain America, Steve Rogers' newest friend, kind of like in the modern age, and Bucky is Captain America's friend from the past. So Bucky knows Cap in a different way than Sam knows Cap. I don't know if they're competing for, you know, who's a better friend to Steve, but ultimately they have a lot of things. They have more things in common than they have not in common. So over the course of the show, we see them get closer and develop a stronger friendship. That is, of course, after they kind of bury the hatchet. Sam doesn't really want to be Captain America, but Bucky thinks he should, and that Steve, you know, bestowed upon him the responsibility to be Cap by giving him the shield. Sam kind of turns that down, and we see John Walker become Cap, and it's kind of a bad situation. So Bucky blames Sam for that, and Sam is trying to process all that. So we have to see them try to like bury the hatchet in that case and build a new relationship up. Let's get a closer look at Bucky. I'd say the likeness turned out really well to Sebastian Stan. I've heard some complaints along the way that they've kind of missed the mark a bit. but I'd say they did much better than they've done in previous figures that I've seen. So face sculpt likeness, I'd say is good. And the 5 o'clock shadow came out really nice. Straight eyes, good paint applications on the hair. He's rocking the MCU male do, I guess I'd call it. I've actually noticed a lot of similarities in the hairstyle that they choose to do with the kind of male superhero characters. If you notice, like Iron Man, Ant-Man, Thor, and Cap, they all kind of end up having a hairstyle similar to this. I don't really know what that's about, but I mean, it's not a bad hairstyle. It's kind of your standard male hairstyle, I guess. But I mean, it works. It's definitely a departure from the way we've seen his hair in previous movies, like Captain America and the Winter Soldier, Infinity War, and Civil War. But I don't mind the short hair. It's all right. It works here. And the outfit itself, it's a good suit. I like it. He kind of dons this at the end of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show with this blue vest and these kind of like shoulder pad kind of parts here with the collar, and it's pretty tactical, and it blends really nicely with the vibranium arm. Cash, what would you say? Would you say you like his new Wakandan vibranium arm better, or would you like his like old silver arm with like the red star on the shoulder?
I think I like the Wakandan.
The Wakandan arm? Yeah,
yes,
for sure. I do too. It's really cool in the show. One of the Wakandan warriors, warrior women, come up to him. I'm spacing her name right now, but she comes up to his shoulder and like kind of puts in like a code on the shoulder, and then like it pops his arm off and it just falls off because he's like fighting her, and it's basically her way of like disabling him on the spot, which is pretty cool. It's like a passcode to just drop his arm off and disable him, which is really cool. Overall, the detailing came out really well on the suit. The colors came out really well. My only gripe on my particular figure is on the inside we have some of the paint applications didn't quite like connect here. We have a little bit of chipping on the upper shoulder there, if you can see. But, you know, minor complaints. Overall, the paint applications came out really well, and I'm happy about that. Also, the pinless joints, I think, are great. We don't see any like really ugly pins here. They did a really good job of connecting the joints in the arm to make it look nice and seamless. And I think that's really important for this particular figure because there's so much emphasis on his vibranium arm. So I think that was well executed for sure. Moving down, we see like a nice buckle detail here. Good detail in the pants. And also really good detail in the boots. I like that. All right, let's move on to articulation. We have double jointed knee, thigh cut swivel, ankles move down and up, ankle pivot, legs kick forward that far, not too far back unfortunately, waist swivel, ab crunch, forward and back pretty far, swivel out the upper arm, bicep swivel, wrist swivel, hinge at the wrist, up and down, double jointed elbows, head articulation, Exorcist 360. He looks up an okay amount, but it's been noted before, I think in previous reviews, that he can't look down very far, and I think it might be because of this collar piece. So that is unfortunate. It's probably one of my least favorite things about the articulation is that he just really can't really look down very far. I don't know if that's just because of the particular joint that's in his neck. I mean, he does have like, you know, good side to side movement, but and decent up movement, but again, not very far down. So overall, decent articulation, I'd say. Oh, one other thing I almost forgot was that he has a boot rotation below the knee, which is really nice. Cool. All right, I think it's time to wrap this up. You came for the toys, but you stayed because you're rad. So don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon for more
Rad Toy Dad!